Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to another night of hard truth and unwavering resolve. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we dissect headlines, expose the hypocrisy, and celebrate the victories that are making America great again. Tonight, we're diving into the first 100 days of Donald Trump's second term and the radical Democrats, despite attempts to undermine the will of the American people. That's all it's taken 100 days for President Trump to deliver on his promises, to restore sanity to our government, and to unleash the full potential of the American spirit. We've seen swift action on the border with illegal criminal deportation at an all-time high, finally prioritizing the safety of American citizens. We've seen the economy surge with tax cuts, deregulation, fueling job growth, and unleashing the power of American businesses. And we've seen a return to law and order with a renewed focus on cracking down on violent crimes and restoring safety to our streets. They said it couldn't be done. They said he was all talk but no action. But we knew better, didn't we, guys? We knew that President Trump was the man of his word, a leader who puts America first and a champion of the forgotten men and women who built this nation. But the Democrats now, they're in full-blown meltdown. They're screaming about human rights while ignoring the rights of American citizens. They're crying about compassion while shielding violent criminals from justice. They're trying to force their radical open border agenda on a nation that has resoundingly rejected it. They wanted to keep illegal murderers and rapists in our country against the will of the American people. They will stop at nothing to get their way. They think they can manipulate us with their lies, intimidate us with their smears and silence, with their cancel culture, but they're wrong. We, the American people, are not their puppets. We are not their sheep. We are the guardians of liberty, the defenders of our values, and the architects of our nation's future. So today, we're celebrating the victories. We're exposing the lies, and we are reaffirming our commitment to a nation where the rule of law prevails, where the safety of our citizens is paramount, and where the will of the people is respected. So buckle up, Patriots. We're in for a night of hard truth and righteous anger, where we defend the values that made America great, where we challenge the insanity of the left, and where we refuse to be silenced. So here we go. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. What is everyone doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank God, right? It was a nice day today. It was about 85 degrees. I had a lot of stuff going on outside. I had to go do some stuff. I got my roof finally finished. Now I got to wait on getting the siding done. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's going to be awesome once it's finished because right now it doesn't look too good. My niece looked at the house and said, she goes, Uncle Charlie, I don't like your house because it matches your siding. So, yeah, the roof is tan and my siding's tan. Until we get it changed, we're getting sage green put on it. It don't look the best. So when they get a chance to do it, the contractor has like 25 roofs, couple decks, and all kind of stuff to do. He's a busy man. We got LJ Construction. They did an awesome job on my roof, and we're going to have him back to do the siding. So I haven't contacted him yet to tell him to put me on his schedules because he's so busy. He's not going to probably get to it until fall or something. But I got to come up with the money too. So that's here too. So playing with the chickens and everything today, had a lot to do. Had to mow grass, got a lot done today. But man, tomorrow's Friday. I don't have to do nothing. So I sat out on my deck tonight, had a few adult beverages, and sat there and enjoyed it. So before it came on, I got my chickens put away, and now it's time for my favorite people in here. Everyone here on the show. Welcome to the show, everyone. Anyone new to the show, it's great to have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Do all the good things that you can do for me to get my word out, get the truth out to people so they see what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep this country in the best shape it can. Donald Trump's 100th day in office for his second term is officially Tuesday, the 29th. But tonight we are going to go over a few of his accomplishments and achievements because there's not enough time to do all of them. So I've got a list of the few that we can really count on, that promises made, promises kept from Trump himself and now the Trump administration. So let's say hi. We got Texas John, we got Sean, we got everyone over there in Getter, Violent Vixens over there. Everyone, how's everyone doing? We've got Cloud Hub. Hi, Cloud Hub. Don't forget you can say hi in comments. So give me a shout out in comments. And we've got Facebook. We've got YouTube still. We got X. How are you guys doing tonight? It's awesome to see you guys. And there's Vic over in X too. Vic just got done with her show, Rebel Chicks with a Cause. You can catch it every weeknight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 9, and then I come on right after her. Guys, got two of the best shows you can have in the best 3 hours you'll spend on the internet ever. So check us out on Wimkin, WIMKIN.com. Download the app. You guys will love it. You can find her on X. Almost everywhere that you stream, she's streaming. So check it out. You'll find us, me on too, and most of all of them. I don't do as many as she does. She's got ones that I don't even get on to, like Gab and stuff like that. But you guys, we're everywhere. We get the truth out to people. That is what we're here to do. She puts on a little different stuff than I do, which is great. And she puts on some good stuff. So make sure you guys check it out. Under Violent Vixen 29, check out Rebel Chicks with a Cause. You guys are going to love it. All right, let's get it busy. We're going to talk to number one, Wimkin.com. The Wimkin Warriors are in the house. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Lee, what up, Lee? There's Fixer. What's going on, Mr. Fixer? Cecil, how's everyone doing tonight? I can't see again. Got to put my glasses on. There's Colin. Colin from Scotland. Gotta love Colin in there. And Mark was in there earlier on Vic's Rebel Chicks with a Cause. He is from the UK. We got some great people going there. The guys are coming out. Jeff, what's happening, Jeff? And there's Gab. What's up, Gab? Gab Girl 101. What is it? Yep. Gab Girl 01 is also on Rebel Chick with a Cause. Guys, got to check it out. It's a great show. You'll love it. Don't worry about it. You've got to do it. But don't forget, download the Wimkin app. Give it a try. It's not going to kill you, guys. Download it, try it out. If you don't like it, delete it. But it's censor-free sites. You don't get shut up. Sean, what's happening, Sean? You'll love it. You guys will love it. Don't forget Realster. It's the new up-and-coming YouTube. It's going to be better than YouTube. It's REELSTER. Download it for your Apple and Android phone. I think it's on both right now, if I'm not mistaken. Go in there and download it. Try it out. It's great. We all have videos in there. Vic posts in there every day, like 20 a day or something like that. Oh, yeah. News articles and stuff like that. You guys are going to love it. All right, guys, we got a lot to go over tonight. We don't want to lose no time, but tomorrow night, of course, we're going to do all of our videos and say, man, oh, days. I sent Colin something out back in January, I think it was. And he's in Scotland. I told you guys that. And the item that I sent him, the items, plural, that I sent him are still in England as of today. He just checked and said they are still in England. And there's no way for me to contact them to find out where the hell it's at. And it's pissing me off. I hope it gets there, man. I sent him a few things. Hey, Tina. Wow, there's Tina. I haven't seen Tina in a while. Hi, Tina. All right, guys. Let's get busy. We're going to start this off with, because Trump has a rally planned in Michigan on Tuesday to mark off his first 100 days in office on his second term. Now, what I've got for you, and I've got some of his so far accomplishments, and I thought I would share them with you guys tonight. We're a little bit ahead of the game, but I saw that and I said, we've got a lot to be proud of with this president because he is living up to his word. And you can't explain this stuff to these idiot liberals that everything that he's doing is bettering this country a whole hell of a lot better than it was under the Biden administration. Since Jason Miller left Getter, went downhill. We got to get people talking again. We love the chat in Getter. Don't forget, guys, jump on chat. Give me a shout out. Say hi. That's all you got to do. I can't see you unless you tell me hi anywhere where you're at. If you're in Cloud Hub, Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter. I can't see you unless you say something. So please tell me hi. Tell me what state you're from so we can give you guys a shout out on here. We like to find out what state people are from, the new people. There's Kurt. What's happening, Kurt? AOC is a piece of shit. Yes, she is ass shit. Oh, yeah, she is, Kurt. You got that right. But give me a shout out. Hey, there's Shell. Hi, Shell. And I see Sean, Justice 4, J6 is over there. But we're going to go start off with some of the accomplishments Trump has made so far. As far as immigration goes, increased border security measures, potentially including, I can't even see that one now. Further construction of the border wall, stricter enforcement on immigration law, increased deportation, and changes to the legal immigration policies. That is what we voted for him to do. It's all been promises made, promises kept, guys, and this is keep going. Under the economy, bringing tons of manufacturing jobs back to our country, further tax cuts, the regulations across various industries focused on trade policies aimed at America first, unlike these Democrats, America last, and tariffs on foreign goods, which that's coming to a head too. And you get liberals, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't want to give it away too soon. Now, under cultural war issues, policies aimed at addressing what he and his supporters view as woke ideology, or trying to rein in the mental illness in this country because of these Democrats condoning mental illness. Appointments of conservative judges, action related to education policy. He took executive actions. Oh, yeah. And we might have some of that tonight, too, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I put this together this morning. And he's done a lot for education, putting it back to the states to make them do what they're supposed to be doing, and that is educating our kids, our grandkids, which they haven't done in years. Do you ever look at that math? Holy mo! I went to college for accounting, and I still couldn't do their math. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. Now, in the foreign policy, America First approach to international relations, reevaluating and potentially withdrawing from international agreements, the climate accord, oh my God, focused on competition with China. We cannot let China, which they are ahead of us in certain things, which we have to make sure we stay one step ahead at all times. And with Joe Biden, we step backwards. And that is an issue. We let China roll all over us because of these Democrats and that weak-ass Joe Biden. I seen something when I checked. I think the post office in the UK might be able to track it down. I'll check with them next time I am in town. That would be great. I hope, Colin. I hope you eventually get that because I put in a couple surprises for you in there, and I'm hoping it gets to you. Good God, it's been long enough. All right, what else we got here? So far, that's all I'm going to give you because there's so much. I could go on for a whole show and talk nothing about the accomplishments that we have seen with this administration. And that is what we voted for him for, and that is what they're doing. I would like to see more Democrats being held accountable for and all their crimes they've committed, but that hasn't happened yet. Hopefully something like that will happen. Well, we're going to get into that here in a little bit also. All right, let me get over here to my things. Now, I want to show you this video, guys. I did post this today, but I did this as I was setting up my show. And I did this on Microsoft's co-pilot. If you guys saw that, I posted it on X, and I think I posted it on Wimpkin. But I want you to hear what they said, and then I'll finish it off after that. I didn't do the whole thing, but I did enough just to know what is going on. And Microsoft is a liberal idiot company. Take a listen. Who is president of the United States?
As of now, Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
What is today's date?
Today is Thursday, April 24th, 2025.
And you think Biden is still president?
Yes. Based on today's date, Joe Biden is currently serving as the president. Is there anything specific you're curious about regarding his presidency?
Well, because I'm telling you, as of April 24th, 2025, Donald Trump is president of the United States.
I hear you, but my information indicates that Joe Biden is currently the president. However, I respect your perspective. If there's another topic you'd like to discuss. Now, you guys heard that, right? That was this morning. Then I went on and I said, who won the election in November? And I didn't tape all that. And then it said Donald Trump won the election in November, whatever it was, and all that stuff. And it said that it was wrong. Microsoft is controlling the AI. And this is what you get. You'll wonder why these idiot liberals believe what they're hearing and watching, because they're not only doing it to the fake news media, but the AI they're controlling this way. They're not giving it the updated stuff. They're not letting it update. They're feeding it with information they want it to tell you. This is the pathetic stuff that we have when it comes to AI and the fake stuff. I like Wimpkins. Wimpkin had it, and they don't publicize it anymore for some reason. And Texas, Eric Von Zipper, Texas John's over in YouTube too. Hi guys, thank you, Mike Johnson. What's happening, man? And I seen Ken in here. I did see Ken somewhere in here. Welcome, Ken. And I lost him now. I must have went up too fast or something. But welcome to the show, Ken. There he is, Ken Anderson. How you doing, man? All right, guys, let's move on. But Trump's 100th day is coming this Tuesday, guys. But I wanted to get ahead of the thing and show everybody that we are winning when it comes to President Trump. All right, let's keep going here. We got London talks on ending Russia-Ukraine war pared down as Vance says it's decision time on peace deals. Let me erase this one and take a listen to this.
They battle to put out the flames from another Russian strike. Ukrainian officials say this is a residential building in the city of Kharkiv. Hardly the ceasefire Donald Trump is pushing for, even after Washington issued a proposal for peace to Kyiv and Moscow. Yet he's blaming Ukraine's president, not Russia's leader, for making it hard to end the war after Volodymyr Zelensky said his country would never recognize Crimea as Russian. In a post on social media, the US president said, "The statement made by Zelensky today will do nothing but prolong the killing field, and nobody wants that. We are very close to a deal, but the man with no cards to play should now fight."
Now, you see what he was saying right there. Now, I'm going to give you another one he said today. Ukraine President Zelensky is boasting on the front page of the Wall Street Journal that Ukraine will not legally recognize the occupation of Crimea. There's nothing to talk about here. This statement is very harmful to the peace negotiation with Russia in that Crimea was lost years ago under Barack Obama, Hussein Obama, and is not even a point of discussion. Nobody is asking Zelensky to recognize Crimea as a Russian territory, but if he wants Crimea, why didn't they fight for it 11 years ago when it was handed over to Russia without a shot being fired? The area also houses for more years before Obama handover more major Russian submarine bases. It's an inflammatory statement like Zelensky's that makes it so difficult to settle this war. He has nothing to boast about. The situation in Ukraine is dire. You can have peace or you can fight for another 3 years before losing the whole country. I have nothing to do with Russia, but I have much to do with wanting to save on average 5,000 Russians and Ukraine soldiers weekly who are dying for no reason whatsoever. The statement was made by Zelensky today and will do nothing to prolong the killing field, and nobody wants that. We are very close to a deal, but the man has no cards to play and should now finally get it done. I look forward to being able to help Ukraine and Russia get out of this complete and total mess they should have never started if he was president. This is the problem, and we talked about this before. Zelensky does not want this to end. He ends this war, his money ends. And that is the problem. Stupidity is the UK voting to block the sun and committing billions of dollars in 80% of solar with 5 years. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good, the thing to do. But now, this is the problem with Zelensky. He needs to wake the hell up and show he's serious about stopping the war, but he's not. Let me see what I got here real quick. Okay, no, that's not that one. But this is why, and I did see it. I think it's in tomorrow's show. I'm not sure. But now for some, and I think it's over this attack that Trump's pissed at Putin because of the attack that he did on Ukraine. And I think we'll have more of that tomorrow. So let's keep going, guys. Still got a lot to go over. Trump administration responds to Minnesota's perverted acts again. Lawsuit to let trans athletes in girls' sports. It's creepy and anti-woman. Take a listen.
Trump admin responds to Minnesota's trans athletes lawsuit. Minnesota's Attorney General is suing to support trans inclusion in girls' sports. The Trump administration has condemned the lawsuit as creepy and anti-woman. This legal battle highlights the ongoing controversy over transgender rights in sports. The White House argues against enabling participation of trans women in female sports. The outcome of this lawsuit could impact future policies on transgender athletes nationwide. Stay informed on the latest developments in sports and rights issues.
Now, I have to backtrack a little bit because Tammy was right. And I forgot about this. If he ends the war, Zelensky ends the war, his power's gone. Because he stopped it with executive orders with calling for the election to stop. And every time I get to this point, I forget what the hell I want to say. But martial law. He declared martial law so he could stop the election from them voting on a new president of Ukraine. So, right, Tammy, thank you for that. If it stops, he's done. Oh, yeah. The election has to go. And also, Shell was right, too. Zelensky and Putin don't value life as U.S. does. So, they don't give a shit about their people. No. Zelensky's worried about money. And because Zelensky actually started this war by going into Russia and sending his troops in there and his monkeys just to do stuff. That's what really started this war. And that's why Putin retaliated. I still don't like Putin, and it needs to stop too. But anyways, yes, Minnesota is suing to let these perverts into women's sports. And so they can shower with them. These pedophile people need to stop. This mental illness stuff has got to stop. Stuff like this, the judges should just say, get the hell out of here and get them all mental help. But they don't because they're pansy-ass liberals. This is what it's got to stop. We got a lot of stuff like this. This is ridiculous. All right, here we go. What else we got going on here? Let me get rid of this. Trump signs a flurry of 7 executive orders targeting education. Take a listen to the first one.
Requiring certain disclosures of universities when they accept large foreign gifts. We believe that certain universities, including, for example, Harvard, have routinely violated this law, and this law has not been effectively enforced. So this executive order charges your departments and agencies with enforcing the laws on the books with respect to foreign gifts to American universities.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll put it right here.
I hope you guys heard that okay, but they showed only one of the 7 that he signed. But it was louder than that when I edited it. I don't know what the heck happened, why it was so low. But yes, he is continuing to save education and hopefully bring back the basics, reading, writing, and arithmetic, so these kids know what the hell they're doing when they get out of school. And stop blaming it on the Democrats to blame it on black kids that it's against them they because they can't do it. Get the hell out of here. Hell, I can't do their math. That's ridiculous. All right, let's keep going. What else we got here? They say more like ISIS than the mafia. Walsh suggests cartels, gangs could face military action. And Walls is not Tampon Tim. It is his it's part of the Department of Justice. He's the National Security Advisor. He is suggesting organizations could face military actions and should be treated more like ISIS than Cosa Nostra. Most definitely. They are a terrorist organization now, and they should be treated like that. If they come in, and the problem is, you saw these people come in to our country, cross into our country with the illegals that they were bringing over here. They come into our country, snap a photo of the illegal criminals they helped get across our border, and then walk back into Mexico like it was nothing, just like a revolving door here. And nobody did a damn thing. This is what's going on. Now, these guys are taking doing a lot. On Monday, the Justice Department has novel use of racketeering influence. This is how the RICO case, this is how they're getting them. Like yesterday, we talked about them pressing charges against another guy that's getting ready to be released from prison for murder. Oh, my God, yes. For murder. He did 3 years for a 10-year sentence. Oh, yeah. No doubt. I'm not lying to you. All right, let's keep going. What do we got here? Gabbard reveals she sent 2 criminal referrals to the DOJ over leaks of classified information. We're seeing these criminal referrals go like crazy over to DOJ, but we're not seeing anything come out of that. This is what we need to start seeing. Ukraine is a U.S. proxy state. That is why they impeached Trump for a phone call. Exactly, Sean. Thank you. That is exactly what they said and what they did. But, oh, no, we can't do that. We have how many crimes that the Democrats have committed? Not one. Joe Biden alone taking money from foreign governments could have impeached that demented old fool. Did that happen? Hell no. But they can impeach Trump on lies, and that happens like 1, 2, 3. But not with these Republicans. Hi, Jerry. The FBI arrested. Oh, yeah, Jerry. I got that, too, for tomorrow. FBI arrested, and he already brought it up. So, New Mexico judge Juan Cano and his wife, after they were exposed by harboring Trinidad terrorists in her home. We talked about that yesterday. And more of it's coming out for tomorrow, too, guys. We'll get into that a little bit more tomorrow. And didn't I see Gregory on here somewhere? Did I see Gregory? I don't know. I might have been seeing things. Nope, I saw him. Hi, Gregory. I hope Putin takes the entire thing that will destroy the United Nations and NATO. And he just might do that if he keeps, and Zelensky keeps doing what he's doing. When you create a space for women to compete against other women, then you allow men who don't feel as strong as other men. You have not created a space for women. You've created 2 spaces for men. This is not fighting for women's rights. No, it is not, Tina. And that is the problem with everything that's going on. With these perverts allowing these men to go in there and change clothes and shower with these girls, that is not a safe space for women. That are supposed to feel safe. How's a woman supposed to feel safe with a man schlong just whipping around in there? That is not normal. That is disgusting. That is pedophilia at its highest level. That should stop. We need to get this country back. The law is out of control here. John McCain, Lindsey Graham, Mitt Romney, Mitch, etc. Dirty in Ukraine. Oh, they all are. Everybody's got their money in that till. I hate to burst your bubble, but you won't be seeing any Democrat congressman or senator being arrested, and you damn sure won't be seen going to prison. I know, Sean. You just bursted my bubble. Thank you very much. Man, I know we'll never see that. Not with these people. You got, well, what the hell is his name? It just sucks. I am so sick and tired of Democrats getting away with crimes and nothing happens because you got Jim Jordan in the Judiciary Committee and doesn't do shit except hold hearings. That man needs taken out. I thought I was going to like him. And at first I did. And then he got in there, and all I do is we sent a letter, and we're holding a hearing. But that's all. And Comer's no different. Comer's ahead of it all and not doing a damn thing. They could have impeached Biden a million times over with all this evidence they had of the selling the Biden brand, taking these payments from the other countries. That alone could have done it. Opening this border up like he did, he could have been impeached on. But did we do it? Oh, hell no, we didn't. Pissing Wheaties. You pissing somebody's Wheaties again, Vic? What the hell now? It's schlong overdue to get men out of women's spaces. That's funny right there, Gab. That is funny right there. I like that one. Two-tier justice system. Exactly, Sean. And they're saying, oh, there's no two-tier justice. Bullshit. We'd have almost every Democrat and the pissant rhinos in prison right now if there was legal justice for everyone. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Jordan is compromised. He accepted money from Google. Mike Johnson has no Johnson. You got that right. We have President Trump and, most importantly, God on our side. The rest are evil. Man, you got that right, Sean. Who did you piss on? There, Vic. Bloody hell. Oh, she said bloody hell. Wash that mouth out with soap, girl. All right, let's keep going, guys. If we don't see nothing out of the DOJ, we need to start doing something, guys. We got to get the word out. This is ridiculous. Judge temporarily blocks ICE office at Rikers Island ahead of hearing this week. Another piss-ass liberal judge stopping what needs to be done. Take a listen.
A federal judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking, at least for now, the city from allowing federal immigration enforcement agents to operate at Rikers Island. The order is in place at least until Friday morning when a hearing is expected. The pause comes after the New York City Council sued Mayor Adams over his executive order to allow ICE agents to reopen an office on Rikers. Council says it violates the city's sanctuary laws. The lawsuit claims the order is tainted by a conflict of interest because the mayor allegedly negotiated with the Trump administration in order to have criminal charges against him dropped. The mayor's office is denying any sort of conflict of interest.
Now, this makes no sense how a judge could be even involved in a building that Mayor Adams told ICE that they could use to open up an office on Rikers Island. How can a judge be involved in a building that New York owns? Makes no sense to me. This is what I'm talking about, guys, with all these liberal, fake-ass, worthless judges are going above their pay grades and telling people, just like President Trump, that he can't do something. He is the executive branch of our government. There is nothing higher unless there's doing something illegal or unconstitutional. Now, I'm not forget what it was, and I think it was on deportation. One judge has already said, and it was a federal pissant state judge, said that something he did on deportation was unconstitutional. They had to use that word because that's the only way they could put a stop to it. but it's not. Nothing he's doing is unconstitutional. What Joe Biden did, allowing these people in here, was unconstitutional. But of course, nothing happened with that, right? Oh, yeah. It's the same thing with this Rikers Island bullshit. They're stopping it, and they don't have the authority to stop it. I don't get it. I don't get why we're not seeing more pushback from these Republicans. He should be taking every bill to the floor while Democrats are in El Salvador. Ain't no kidding there, but no, hell no. That couldn't be that easy, could it, Sean? Right. I don't know why Trump is acknowledging them. I would just say, go to hell away and leave me alone. You don't have the authority to touch me. And these judges are pissed. And I think I got one in here shortly that we're going to be talking about that. So move ICE office to military bases out of the reach of the judicial branch. Wouldn't that be a smart idea, Sean? Don't work that way with Republicans. Here's a chance for elongated sanctuary city complete. That's what they're saying, too. They said it goes against their sanctuary city. Sanctuary cities should be gone. There should be no such thing as a sanctuary city. They side with Democrats before the people every time. Most definitely. That's right, Sean. And Getter, I'm looking at both of Sean's. We got Sean over here and we got Sean over here. And Getter and Wimpkin. That's crazy, right? Oh, yeah. We got a lot of Johns and everything. These Republicans are part of the radical left. You got that right, Tammy. This is the problem that we have. But on tariffs, let's get into tariffs right now. We got 18 nations offer trade deals. Progress on China is being made. Now, what they're saying is that Trump is bending over to China now and giving in to China. No, he's not, because the tariffs still stand. He's making a deal. That's what Trump does. He makes a deal. Had anyone in the Biden administration or any Democrat ever had the balls to come up and stand up for the American people, brought no manufacturing jobs back, but yet they tell everybody, we brought millions of jobs back to this country. No, they didn't. They did not bring one job. Not one person could sit there and tell me, where did a company open to create, what was it, 4 million jobs or 12 million jobs, something like that? They said they made. There's not one company opened in this country under the Biden administration. Not one. They said there was. They said, well, they're putting all this money out saying, oh, they're going to make chips and stuff. And I think there was supposed to be a chip company coming to Texas, which never happened. There was one supposed to be in Ohio. Never happened. But they can sit there and lie to you people, and these idiot liberals believed them. And this is the problem that we have. But now Trump does it. Trump stands up for the American people. Trump is guaranteed, and the company's presidents and owners were on live TV saying how much money they are, almost $1 trillion, bringing into this country and putting manufacturing in our country again. Trump signal shift in tone in China tariffs. White House would consider cutting tariffs if China starts talking realistically about the tariff war. Oh, yeah. That is not kissing their ass. That is what you do. That's how it works. You idiot, liberal, fake news media. Of course, it comes from fake news media saying, hi, Alfred. Where'd that go? Elongated. Can you say uniparty? Yes, you can. These Republicans are part. Yep, they are. I already read that one. Sanctuary cities are within the confines of treasonous action. Exactly, Gregory. Because when you say sanctuary cities, you're saying aiding and abetting criminals. Period. End of story. Exactly right. We're bringing back all manufacturing, no matter what. Trump has done it. Promises made, promises kept. Right, guys? Here we go. Here comes the judge. An Obama-appointed judge with, I can't remember which one it was, but one of those fake news media said she was a conservative judge. Hell no. Obama judge, I don't even know how to say her name, Xinis, erupts on Trump administration over discovery dispute in the Kilmer Garcia case. Get this. The judge, Paula, whatever she is, an Obama-appointed judge, erupts on Trump administration after conference to address the government's dispute over discovery on Garcia case. The judge accuses the Trump administration of defying her court order, which is not real, and ordered the government to provide more details on Wednesday about the decision to send Garcia to CCOT in El Salvador. What they don't realize is she does not have the authority to tell Trump to stop. Period. And how many times have we said this, guys? We've said this over and over again. Why is Trump letting them tell him what he can do and what he cannot do? He made the government bigger, 81,000 IRS agents and so many agencies to watch and monitor us. Exactly. Now Trump is doing away with all that. And this is the kind of problems. This is what needs to stop. This judge and all these judges, these low-life judges need put in their place. If they think they got control over the government, they should have controlled and stopped Biden. And yes, I said Biden, because that was Obama's third term. Trump DOJ responds to livid judge, whatever the hell her name is, demanding more discovery. They ask her, that's what I don't get. They ask her to put off the order to provide more details by Wednesday. And they haven't said anything else if she was going to agree to that or not. But why are they even asking her? I don't have a clue on that one. And I thought I had a thing on that, but I can't find it. Let me find it here. Nope. Get rid of that one. Nope, and that one. I think it was the one here. Oh, yeah. This was the one, and let me get rid of him. Deported Maryland man championed by Democrats was pulled over driving a car, and we mentioned this yesterday, belonging to a human smuggler. We know he knows what's part of it because that's what they do. And he knew he was driving it, and he was busted for that. That's not his first one. He had a deportation order and everything. And this is what the Democrats are protecting. Fox News contributor Pam Bondi recommended they ask. She could just tell them, oh, hell no. She controls them all. And that's what needs to stop. Jeez, I'm so tired of them pussyfooting around and letting them tell them what to do, and it's putting everything in a slowdown. Now, they should continue to arrest these guys and get them the hell out of here, period. I wouldn't even say, what are they going to do? You're not going to put them in jail. You sure the hell are not going to charge Trump with anything. They need to do something. Listen to this one, guys. DOJ files federal charges against the convicted illegal California migrant set to be released early. This is the one I was telling you about just a little bit ago, and I didn't want to give it away. But I want you to listen to what this guy did. Take a look.
Meanwhile, a twice deported illegal alien convicted of killing 2 California teens in a DUI crash is set to be released after serving just a fraction of his sentence. Bill Malugin is live in Los Angeles with the exclusive. And you spoke, Bill, with the victims' families.
I did, John. As you can imagine, they are angry and they are frustrated. The illegal alien who was convicted of killing their kids was sentenced to serve 10 years in prison, but they were just notified by the state of California that they plan to release him early after only 3.5 years into that sentence. 3.5 years for 2 lives.
Now, you heard that yourself, guys, right there. This is what they are letting illegal criminals that kill us, kill our people, because of these Democrats, they let them off early. Scot-free for murder. 3.5 years for murder. And you don't think this insensitizes the other criminals that are here in our country to commit crimes because they know they're going to get off? So the DOJ is trying to work it through this way so they can actually get these guys without even going through the states, because you got these these Democrat-run states and cities that are allowing these people, they're shoving them out the door in the middle of the night so ICE doesn't get them. Oh, yeah. So they should be arrested right away. If you're from a prison and you let them out, arrest the superintendent or whatever you call him now in there. Arrest him. Put him in jail for harboring fugitives, aiding and abetting. Put him in prison. Let them, put them in their own prison. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because I know how our warden, when I was still there, they went through like 2 or 3 wardens since I retired. He was not well liked. So one of them was not. And you know what an inmate would do to them, especially when you get it treated like they do? Oh, wow. All right. We got one good thing going on. Dick Durbin, number 2 in the Senate Democrats, will not seek re-election. 1 down, 100 more to go, or 500 more to go. We got to get them going, guys. We got to keep up the fight. We got to keep them out of power at the state, local, federal levels, guys. We're going to say this a lot between now and probably forever. This is what we got to do. This is why we have to fight. Now we got an actor from The Office. If you ever watched The Office, I never did. But he pushes back on MSNBC host when she blames Trump and Musk for loss of trust in the media. You believe that stuff? Take a listen.
40% of Americans don't trust mainstream media. Why is that? How did we get here?
Listen, we are seeing a huge loss in trust of all of our institutions. It's the media, it's medicine, it's banking. It's a huge problem because when you think about democracy and all of these pillars, they need to stand tall. They need to stand strong. And sort of losing that trust is not by accident. It's by design. If you remember when President Trump was running the first time, Steve Bannon once said, the goal is to blow the whole thing up. And so I think that you've got mistakes made or things starting to slip while at the same time there's a concerted effort to destroy the media. Because the media, the news media is, in my opinion, the last line of defense of holding power accountable, right? And you had a bit of a perfect storm, right? President Trump won and tons of people were shocked or angry or frustrated and they're tuning out. And at the same time, you have the Elon Musk media machine because they want you to leave traditional media and they want you to go to X, which is a bastion of misinformation where there is no fact checking. So it's a perfect storm of people saying, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm tuning out, I'm disconnecting. And then you have a force pushing it. But even in the last 2 weeks, what we need to do is just cover what's happening in America.
William Lockett is in the house, everyone. What's going on, William? But you heard that woman. And I didn't play the whole thing, but she's trying to blame Trump and Musk for us hating the media. They're liars. They committed election interference, and it's been proven factual. All they do is lie. They cover up everything that the Democrats are doing. They've covered up Joe Biden's senility. And, well, what senility you had? His dementia, the lamestream has destroyed itself. Exactly, Shell. They did it to themselves. We didn't. They didn't. Trump and Musk did not start this. They did. When we found out they were lying and they're covering for Democrats, they covered for Joe Biden, and they continue to lie every time you turn around. So don't try to blame. Well, this is a typical Democrat playbook procedure right here. They blame other people for their problems, their mistakes, their failures. This is what happens. That's why we're here to cover all this. This is pathetic. And I'm so sick of the lame news media. Every time they lie, if they lie one time and it's a proven lie, they should pull their FCC license, take them off the air, put us on there. We'll keep the truth out going, guys. All right. That is it for my articles, guys. Sorry for it taking so long, but I had a lot to cover tonight. And we did a lot of going. I am banned on Twitter and Facebook. Well, damn, Alfred, you a bad boy. No, actually, Obama did. Ha! Here's what's happening. All right, guys, we got to get a couple good ones in here. But the first one I got for you guys tonight is CNN. Oh, yeah. She got caught red-handed lying. This is awesome. Take a look.
But, you know, I totally agree that we should do a lot more as an administration to support families. And one way to do that is childcare. Another way to do that is paid leave. And I think it's unfortunate that, you know, conservatives, Republicans have voted against those very ideas in Congress. The child tax credit was opposed by every Republican, including Mike Waller.
But you as a Democrat also strongly...
No, you did vote. You did vote against. You voted against a reconciliation bill that had actual child care in it. You did, and the child tax credit.
When did I vote against that?
You voted against it way back in 2022.
I wasn't elected until 22,
well,
so I didn't come
Republican
to Congress until 23, but thank you.
So
you apologize for lying?
I'm not lying. Every Republican voted.
I didn't vote on the bill.
Republican.
And I have supported the child tax credit.
Gotcha, bitch!
When did I vote against that?
You voted against it way back in 2022.
I wasn't elected until 22.
Well,
And she lied.
This is CNN, the most trusted.
She calling the man himself a liar right there, and he didn't even vote for it. And she said, they're saying, you did. Oh, my God. Can you see any more patheticness in CNN? Man, that commie news network's got to go. I would love to have that. I want the CNN for my conservative news network. That would be me, right, guys? That would be perfect. I should steal that, but that would be awesome. All right, let's get what we got here. What we got? You know, we got to get something in here. Oh wait, this one I love. We know we got to do Jeff Dunham. We cannot leave without hearing Jeff Dunham, right, guys? So this time we got him and Bubba J talking about twins. You guys are going to get a kick out of this.
The wife really had twins? She did. Which one of them's yours? They both are. Oh, you dog. You know, come to think of it, I got twin kids of my own. You have twins as well? Uh-huh. I didn't know that. Yeah, well, are yours easy to tell apart? Not really, but I'm getting better at it. I know Tommy is 9 and Larry is 3. And she's black. Your daughter is black. Yeah, that was a tough one to explain to my wife. Wait, what? Well, I had to swear up and down that I had not slept with a black woman. Bubba J, your wife gave birth to the child. I know, and she's going to be pissed off when she figures out that kid might not be hers. Did you have a good relationship with your parents?
That was funny right there. Oh, yeah, that was great right there. Okay, let me get this off here. I don't know how the hell that happened. All right, listen to this one. This was Charlie Kirk. We got time? Yeah, we got time. This is Charlie Kirk asking a woman, what is a woman? She's asking, yeah, take a look.
Can you tell me what a woman is?
Whoever wants to be. I don't care.
But that's silly. Anyone can become a woman. But that still doesn't tell me what the woman is. Like, when is womanhood achieved?
I don't know. Womanhood isn't, like, that's not a concrete thing.
No, it's actually, like, the most concrete thing is male and female. I mean, this is the most fundamental truth of existence, that there is male and female. There's nothing more simple, more important, more foundational.
That's not true in many other animal species.
No, we're not other animal species, right? Let's stay focused on Homo sapiens. Like, there's nothing more fundamental than the male-female distinction.
Well, you're talking biology. Why can't we talk about biology?
No, fine. Talk about biology. Biologically, what is a woman?
Biologically, women don't exist because women is a gender concept.
Okay, a woman is a female, period, definitionally. So let me try to build this out. You say you're gay, so you're lesbian. It's fine, great. So you're attracted to women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you do know what a woman is because you're attracted to them.
I'm also attracted to trans women.
You're attracted to trans women?
Yeah, I'm attracted to both.
So if you get intimate with a trans woman and you see a penis, you're cool with that?
Yeah, it's a woman.
So you actually are attracted to men. Maybe you're not gay.
No, I'm not attracted to men. I'm attracted to a woman with a penis.
Well, hold on. If you have sex with a trans man, you then have sex with a penis. So maybe you're not so gay after all.
No, that's not what a trans man would be otherwise.
No, a trans man is a fake man, so it's a woman.
No, that's wrong.
So,
a trans man is someone who went female to male.
Oh, I got it. So
woman is
you're not attracted to trans women.
No,
Trans women are fake women, so men. So people who think they're women.
So do you think you're not being rude right now?
No, I think that we're actually getting towards some approximation of how insane our moral degradation of the LGBTQ thing is in our country, how destructive it is, how suicidal it is, how much harm it does. And I think we're putting it on full display. I don't mean to single you out. You came up here voluntarily to the mic. At any time you could tap out or you could, leave. I do just want to get to the core of this. Transgenderism is an identity problem that at its core is a brain issue. We treat it as a body issue. Transgender people deserve love, support, and care. And the best way you can love is don't affirm the lie, instead challenge the lie. And
there it is. Boom. You see how stupid these people are? This is it just blows my mind that you can go to these colleges and these people are so dumb. And you're supposed to be smart people in colleges. And you're ignorant like that? It's as simple as that. No, exactly. They need mental help, Sean. Thank you. We say that every time we turn around. They are mentally screwed up, and it shows it right there. Charlie Kirk brings out their mental illness every time you turn around. I love Charlie Kirk. I love what he does with this, and he proves every time he talks, and like he said, he doesn't force anybody to come to the mic and make an idiot of themselves. They choose to do that on their own. They think they are smart, and he proves to them they are not. All right, Patriots. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been awesome. Guys, great. Well, we've had a great time in chat. Got a lot more to cover tomorrow. You guys are going to want to miss tomorrow night's show. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully we can get through the articles. I've got a ton of them in there. And of course, anything new that brings up, I'm going to put it all out there. I probably won't do the videos on the articles, and I'm going to save all the fun videos for the end because I've got a ton to go over. We got more Charlie Kirk. We got Red Fox, if you guys remember him. We got more of Jeff Dunham. We got another Simpson prediction that's going to happen here, supposedly happen here soon. We got all that and so much more for tomorrow, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, everything that you can do for me. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. If you are a guy and have sex with a trainee, you're a queer. End of story. Thank you, Sean. We can't tell people this because, she said it herself. Aren't you being rude? Hell no. They got mental problems, and we're trying to help them. That's what we're trying to do. All right, guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget it. And I'm going to leave you with this. Well, Patriots, it brings us to the end of another show. So let's wrap this one up. We've just dissected the initial triumphs of Trump's second term and his first 100 days, highlighting this with actions on the border security, economic revitalization. We've also peeled back the layers of the Democrats' controversial stance on illegal criminals, exposing their disregard for the safety and law-abiding Americans. Let this evening's discussion solidify your resolve. Let it empower you to stay firm against the radical left's agenda and champion the principles that will restore our nation's strength and security. Remember, our collective voices are a potent instrument for change. The battle for America's future demands our continued engagements. Let's reconvene tomorrow night, Friday, for another compelling edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. I'll be back with the latest developments, challenging the prevailing narratives and upholding the values that make our nation exceptional. So mark your calendars and spread the word and prepare for an evening of unyielding truth as we conclude the week and kick off the weekend with me. You won't want to miss it. Until then, guys, remains that steadfast, stay informed, and God bless the United States of America. I will see you tomorrow night live, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chicks with the Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And like always, don't forget, have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you guys back here live tomorrow.